coming up in this video means is that if you're in the business of making money, you're in the business of seriously impacting your market, you cannot avoid SEO. I mean, 92.96% of global traffic comes from Google. So if you optimize for Google, then you're going to be getting most of the traffic. And it drives 1,000% more traffic than organic social media. It means that you get 10x more traffic from SEO than you get from social media. And you can see this across your Google Analytics account. We'll look at that in the future. What does email marketing have anything to do with this? Because, well, email is old, nobody reads emails, it's not useful. Well, you would be surprised to know that of every digital marketing media that you can use, that is social, Google Ads, etc. So paid and social content marketing, email marketing is the most profitable, with an ROI, return on investment, of $1 to 44. So that means that for every dollar you put into email marketing, you're supposed to earn an average of $44 in return. Now you wonder why I always emphasize email marketing with clients of Zelhan, right? So what we have to realize here is that if you do not have a website, then once you close shop at 5 p.m., so let's say you operate 9 to 5. When you close shop at 5 p.m., you're done doing business until the next day. And God forbid it's the weekend, and even if it's a public holiday. With a website, your business is open 24/7. You can reach a wider audience across the world, not just in your geographic location. And you're also able to sell, market, and attract customers to the best of your abilities without any decrease in performance. And that's something we're going to look at as we continue through these strategies. Welcome to Zelhan, where we believe in using the power of the internet, software, and technology to achieve online business success. At Zelhan, we currently have a client portfolio that is doing well over 900 million Jamaican dollars in revenues each year. I've been working in the online business space for well over half a decade, since 2016. And I'm going to use the knowledge that I've used to serve these clients and garnered over the years to teach you today 10 digital marketing strategies to help your startup or small business succeed online. At the end of this video, there will also be a bonus strategy that will help you to use all these strategies in your business today for free to start getting clients and revenues and generating some quick wins for your business. Let us get started. The first digital marketing strategy that we're going to look at is that you need to have a website. According to an article by Forbes.com with a link in the description below, it says that 71% of businesses have a website in 2023. Matter of fact, 71% of businesses now have a website in 2023. This is an increase from previous years and can largely be attributed to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's true. With the shift to online commerce and remote work, companies have realized the importance of having an online presence in order to reach a wider audience and remain competitive in today's digital landscape. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the trend of businesses establishing a web presence, and it is likely that this trend will continue into the future. Code-free website builders have also made it easier than ever for businesses to establish an online presence. 43% of small businesses plan to invest in their website performance. It says, according to research, 43% of small businesses are planning to invest in the performance of their website in 2023, which means that if you're not investing, you're going to get left behind by that leading 43% of investors. This trend underlines the growing importance of having an effective online presence for businesses of all sizes. With consumers increasingly relying on the internet to make purchasing decisions, having a well-designed and optimized website is critical for a business's success in today's digital landscape. These small businesses understand the potential for growth and success through a strong online presence, making website performance a top priority for their growth plans. So what we have to realize here is that if you do not have a website, then once you close shop at 5 p.m., so let's say you operate 9 to 5. When you close shop at 5 p.m., you're done doing business until the next day. And God forbid it's the weekend, and even if it's a public holiday. With a website, your business is open 24/7. You can reach a wider audience across the world, not just in your geographic location. And you're also able to sell, market, and attract customers or clients to the best of your abilities without any decrease in performance. And that's something we're going to look at as we continue through these strategies. So that's number one. You have a website. After you have a website, you're going to have to do the next best thing to get your business online and start marketing to get clients and sales to increase your revenues and your profits. And the next thing is that you're going to be looking at is getting your Google My Business profile set up. Matter of fact, Google My Business is one of those under mentioned and underappreciated online resources for helping your business succeed. We have some statistics right here from GitNux. It says here that 64% of consumers use Google My Business to find contact details for local businesses. 94% of calls to local businesses come from Google My Business on weekdays, and an average business is discovered in over 1,000 searches per month. This emphasizes the importance of having a strong Google My Business listing for local businesses looking to connect with potential customers and expand their brand. So it is saying here that 64% of consumers use Google My Business to find the contact information for businesses that they're looking up. Additionally, it is also telling us that 94% of calls to businesses on weekdays come from Google My Business. And that's something that even you and I do. We go to Google, we search up a business or a service, we look at a listing, we see some reviews, we hit call or we visit their website. And that's just standard practice. What does that mean for you? Well, you go to Google Business, set up your Google My Business account, get it verified, link back to your website. After you link back to your website, then you're also going to want to have your contact details, your address and everything set up so that whenever a potential client or customer comes across your Google My Business, they are able to find out more about your business, visit your website, and eventually build an affinity with your business, which will enable them to more likely become a customer. So that's number two, Google My Business. And remember, we're going to have a bonus at the end that's going to tie all of this together for you. At Zelhan, we believe in the power of the internet, software, and technology to make it easier to start and run a successful business online. Go to zelhan.com and set up a paid discovery session with our team. Tell us the problems holding your business back from increasing revenues, getting more clients, and being successful. Our team will help you develop a strategy or solution to increase your revenues, profits, or solve any business problem that you might have. Tell us your problems, and we will take care of everything else for you. Our paid discovery session fee will be removed from your project fee if you work with us within a month of your first discovery session. This allows us to do our best work with clients who are serious about working with us. Go to zelhan.com/consultation or click the link in the description of this video to book your first session. Now let's get back to the video. Number three, set up social media. And you're probably going to say, social media. Listen to this. In 2023, there are estimated to be 4.89 billion total social media users worldwide. The average person bounces between 7 different social networks per month, and the amount of time internet users spend on social media is now higher than ever at 151 minutes per day. 151 minutes per day is over 2.5 hours. The interesting thing that I want to look at though is, why didn't I start with social media since social media is free, but I started with website? This is what I always tell clients. You do not own your social media accounts. It's a rental or a lease. You are allowed to use the platform to build an audience, build a following, post content, and then potentially capitalize on that by making sales in some way or attracting clients. The problem, however, is that it is very possible that your account can be banned, shadow banned. Some rules or restrictions or regulations can be put into place that negatively impacts the performance of your account or channel, as I am on YouTube right now. The idea being that once you start building your social media audience, you need to have a way to leverage that audience or the attention in a way that you own it. So that if Facebook or TikTok or LinkedIn say, you know what, we don't like what you're doing, we're going to have to get rid of you. Thank you for your time, and they get rid of your account, which most times does happen and you can't do anything about it. You do have a way that you can contact your customers, your clients, your potential customers and clients. And that is where your website comes in. But it doesn't end there, because your website isn't the be all end all, neither is social media. Which brings us over to point 4. C.R.O. is critical. Now, what is C.R.O? Well, C.R.O. is conversion rate optimization. And it's basically saying when someone visits your website, what is the percentage likelihood that they will become a lead or a customer or client in your business? What C.R.O. does for you is that it optimizes your website, your landing page, your emails, your YouTube videos, even your social media account. That whenever someone comes across this content that you have put out there, it is more likely that they will convert and become a lead, become a customer, and become profits in your business. So what is something important that we need to know about C.R.O, conversion rate optimization, that will help you in your business to make more money today? It says here that the conversion rate on mobile devices stand at 2%, while on desktops it is at 3%, and on tablets it is 3%. Long landing page now have 220% more leads than shorter landing pages. Companies should check what works best for them. 75% of businesses have problems finding the right expertise for their C.R.O strategy. And that is as of July 25, 2023. So if you're having problems with turning your website visitors into profits for your business, hit subscribe and continue watching our content, because we're going to break down all of this for you in an easy, step-by-step way that even a beginner can understand and implement in their business. And that's number 4, C.R.O. Number 5, leverage email. What does email marketing have anything to do with this? Because, well, email is old. Nobody reads emails. It's not useful. Well, you would be surprised to know that of every digital marketing media that you can use, that is social, Google Ads, etc. So paid and social content marketing, email marketing is the most profitable, with an ROI, return on investment, of $1 to 44. So that means that for every dollar you put into email marketing, you're supposed to earn an average of $44 in return. Now you wonder why I always emphasize email marketing with clients of Zelhan, right? It says here there are 4 billion daily email users. This number is expected to climb to 4.6 billion by 2025. More than 306 billion emails are sent and received each day. And 64% of small businesses use email marketing to reach customers. Lastly, 37% of brands are increasing their email budget, and just 1.3% are making cuts. And a link to this statistic is in the description, and I'm pretty sure you're seeing it on screen. So why have we emphasized email at this stage? Well, you have a website, you have Google My Business, you have social, and your conversion rate optimized. What's the next step? The next step is to ensure that whenever someone comes to your website and they become a lead, they're taking the action or the step that you want them to take in becoming a paying customer. And most times that is not going to happen the first time you get in contact with them. What email marketing does for you is that it allows you to build a relationship with them over time, so that whenever they're ready to purchase, you are the one that comes to mind. And that's a golden opportunity right here. You want to be top of mind while building a relationship with your leads. That means that whenever they are ready to do business, they think of you. And the reason why they think of you is because over the past few weeks, past few months, you've been in contact with them, educating them about the problem that they have that you solve. So now you look like the authority leader, you look like the expert, you can charge a higher price than your competitors. Email marketing. After email marketing, we get to point 6, where we say that content is king. And content is still king. In business, there are 2 kings. In the business world, cash is king. You always are going to need cash. But in order to get cash, content is king. Why is content king? Well, 82% of marketers are actively investing in content marketing, while 10% report not using content marketing, and 8% are unsure if their company uses content marketing. Content marketing is essentially putting content out there that encourages users to take an action with your business. It's push marketing versus pull marketing. Push marketing meaning that you push your product, your service, your offer to your potential customers or clients, which is very disruptive. It's like the TV ad or the PPC campaign or the social media ad. I'm scrolling through Instagram looking at funny videos and an ad appears to sell me toothpaste. No, I love toothpaste as much as the next guy, but I'm not trying to buy toothpaste when I'm enjoying memes and funny videos. With pull marketing, that is like content marketing that we've been looking at, you're going to realize that your ideal customer or client has a problem. They become aware of that problem and they start to realize, and then they start to research ways to solve that problem. And what does this look like? Well, they go to Google and they say, how do I fix a leaky roof? And they might realize that they might have to change their roofing tiles. They might be able to use a seal spray solution, whatever the case might be. They might even need to do a new roof overall. What you have the opportunity to do right here is educate them about the problem. These are the options that you have. These are the pros and cons of each of these options. And over time, they get to the solution of, you know what? Let's change our roof altogether because it could add more curb appeal to our home, make it more valuable. Whenever that time comes, as a roofing supplier, you're the one that they come to. Brilliant. Content is king in online businesses. Cash is king in businesses. Number 7, share and repurpose. So we have content marketing going, which might be your blog, which might be your social media posts, etc. What do you mean by share and repurpose? Share and repurpose means that you might create a video for your social media that you can then use in your email, that you can then use on your website. And that is what it means to share and repurpose content. Content that has been created for use on one media for one purpose can be reused on a different media for a different purpose. And that helps you to get out more content, amplifying your content marketing efforts, which allows you to be seen by more of your potential customers and clients. And that can only be good for you. Number 8, focus on SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. And it's essentially when someone goes to Google or Yahoo, if we still use Yahoo, Bing, I guess, and they search for anything, red Nike Air Jordan shoes. Search engine optimization are the organic results that will appear on that page in response to the user's query. And why is search engine optimization important? Well, a lot of marketers don't like it because it's old school, just like email marketing. It's not catchy and it's not social media, the new and attractive kid on the block. But here are some SEO statistics by Ahrefs that you really need to consider. It says here that 68% of online experiences begin with a search engine. It also says that 53.3% of all website traffic comes from organic search. Additionally, 92.96% of global traffic comes from Google search, Google Images, and Google Maps. SEO drives 1,000+% more traffic than organic social media. 1,000% more traffic than organic social media. So that's 10x more. 60% of marketers say that inbound, such as SEO, blog content marketing all over again, etc., is their highest quality source of leads. And additionally, it says here that SEO leads have a 14.6% close rate on average from HubSpot, by the way. So what that means is that if you're in the business of making money, you're in the business of seriously impacting your market, you cannot avoid SEO. I mean, 92.96% of global traffic comes from Google. So if you optimize for Google, then you're going to be getting most of the traffic. And it drives 1,000% more traffic than organic social media. It means that you get 10x more traffic from SEO than you get from social media. And you can see this across your Google Analytics account. We'll look at that in the future. The second to last digital marketing strategy that we're going to have to look at is social proof, reviews, and testimonials. What is social proof? And this is by Influencer Marketing Hub. It says social proof is the idea that people copy the actions of others and are likely to be influenced by what others are doing. Nice. The psychology behind social proof is that humans are social creatures, so our opinions and decisions are influenced by the choices and opinions of others. When it comes to making a purchase decision, we look at what other consumers are doing or have done so we can take a mental shortcut and solve a problem using minimal effort. That means that whenever you go to Amazon and you search up, so I've been looking for kitchen knives. I love cooking, I love food. and I search up for some nice kitchen knives. The ones I'm going to go with are the ones that say they've sold a lot in the past month, they have a lot of reviews, and they have a lot of sales. That's just how it's going to be. And why do I do this? The reason why I go about it this way is because I want to find the lowest risk option. The lowest risk option is going to be the option that has served the most people, and those people are customers, because people can be customers, clients, users, etc. Those customers, clients, users, people in general have had the best experience with this purchase. On the flip side, however, it is important to know that by falsifying your social proof, you will lose a lot of credibility and a lot of trust. So be very genuine with how you go about using this digital marketing tip. And it should be on your website, it should be in your social media content, etc., etc. Like I said, at the end of this video, we're going to give you a bonus that will make all of this a working system for your business to get you clients and revenues. And if you don't want to do it yourself and you've made it to this far in the video, go ahead and hit subscribe, reach out to our company using the link in the description below, or going to zelhan.com/consultation, and our team will take care of all the heavy lifting for you. There are also some very important social proof statistics here. It says that reviews are popularly used by consumers to make decisions about businesses. 98% of consumers read online reviews to learn about local businesses, and 76% do this regularly. Secondly, it says for most consumers, reviews and testimonials can give them a better idea of whether to buy products. As such, it's become a norm to read them before making a purchase. In fact, 75% of consumers search for reviews and testimonials before buying something. And that is a knife example all over again in both of these. I will use the reviews to find which knife to buy and which supplier to buy the knife from. And that's just because I'm trying to do loss aversion. I'm trying to avoid the potential ability of me making a bad purchase. That's just what it is. And I do that by looking at what other people have done and I've worked for them. Perfect. Number 10 says that we have to track our analytics and we're going to scale what works and remove what doesn't work. So why is this even in a digital marketing tip or strategy? A lot of marketers do not value analytics. It's not sexy, it's not attractive, it's numbers, it's maths, it's statistics, and it's a headache. No, don't do that. What you need to do is you need to ensure that you are spending your dollar in a place where it matters most. Now, different businesses will work in different ways, and that is why we seem to have had contradictory opinions on how to go about marketing, because we had social media, yet still by SEO you'll get 1,000% more traffic, and we also have content marketing, where content marketing can cover social media. Why did we do this? It's really very simple. Your business is unique, and we cannot at this stage tell you specifically what is going to work for your business. What we can do is tell you the things that you can try. And now at step 10, we tell you how to analyze your data. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to Google Analytics. You are going to look at your acquisition tab, and it will tell you where you're getting your traffic from. When it tells you where you're getting your traffic from, it's also going to tell you what you need to do in order to scale. So it might tell you that from SEO you're getting a bulk of your traffic, or from social media, or from PPC, or from email or direct, or whatever the case might be. Whenever you go to your acquisition, you're going to learn what has been working, but you don't do this step until you've been marketing for about 3 months. That gives you enough data to tell you that this is not a blip, this is what's normal, this is what's expected, this has been happening for the past 90 days. And from here, you can say, all right, we've been investing in social media. It's only our 5th highest traffic source, but it doesn't give us a lot of customers. We're going to reduce our efforts on social media. But because SEO is giving us the bulk of our traffic and our customers, our clients, we're going to double down on SEO. We're going to double our SEO investment, and we're also going to put more hooks in the water by writing more content. And that's what the step is going to look like. It's going to be the hardest step for a beginner, because understanding the statistics and how to interpret them in a way that's feasible and helpful for your business might take a bit of practice. The best tip I can give you right now is look at acquisitions in Google Analytics. There will be a video posted on our channel for how to do this and linked in the description. And based on the traffic sources that you have and your revenue sources, your conversion sources, you remove the things that aren't working so well, and you do more of the things that are working well. That's all there is for a beginner needs to know at this stage. The 11th tip, which is a bonus and not the actual bonus, so there are two bonuses in this video, is that you can use PPC campaigns. PPC campaigns are basically like Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and there are other ways that you can go about marketing your business, like influencer marketing. You can do affiliate marketing, sponsorships, etc. But right now we're just going to focus on PPC for the very simple fact that if you need some quick wins, setting up a Google ad campaign is one of the best ways to go about it. Setting up a Facebook ad campaign is one of the best ways to go about it. And what it's going to do for you, it's just going to set your business on the path to success in terms of getting you out there in less than a day, showing you what works, what doesn't work, help you to just capitalize on that, improve your conversion rate, and getting some leads and customers rather quickly. The only problem is that most clients don't do this effectively. Most marketers don't do this effectively. They toss money at Google and they do not look at the statistics. They do not do the conversion rate optimization. They do not build an ideal client profile. If you want to know how to do all these effectively so that you don't lose money but you print money, go ahead and hit subscribe and watch the video at the end of this tutorial. In the next video, what we're going to be doing for you, and this is the bonus that you really want, we're going to use all these digital marketing tips to build out a marketing system that you can plug and play in your business. What that means is that I'm going to tell you how to get a website for free. We're going to teach you how to build up your email list. We're going to teach you where to get email marketing for free, how to start a basic social media posting campaign. You don't have to pay, and which digital marketing media is best for you in terms of SEO or content marketing. It's going to be a bit longer than usual, but what it's going to do for you, it's going to give you some general direction on how to get your business started with a powerful marketing system that we use at Zelhan with our clients to get some quick wins. So for that video, click here.